just from giving people incentives. It comes from creating environment where their ideas can connect. A very good morning to all present here and welcome for joining us in today's interactive session on problem, solution fit and product market fit. This session is being organized by Institution's Innovation Cell 5.0 in collaboration with Startup Cell of Mehar Chand Mahajan, DAV College for Women, in order to encourage creativity and innovative skills among our students. I, Dr. Manpreet Kaur, on behalf of our respected Principal Ma'am and President IIC, Dr. Nisha Bhargava, Vice President Dr. Indu Arora, Convener IIC Dr. Neetu, Coordinator Dr. Kiran Jindal Startup Cell, and Dr. Ashdeep, Coordinator IIC. Feel honored to welcome and introduce our today's resource person, Mr. Sapandeep Kapoor, National Head, Dell Technologies, Gurugram, Haryana. He is the country head for Dell Display and Client Peripheral Business for Dell India Consumer PC Division. He has got more than 20 years of experience in IT sales and has worked in various leading organizations. He is an expert in go-to-market strategy and has also played a key role in building 600 plus Dell exclusive stores in India. Welcome, sir.
Thank you.
And
but it means that you found a product, you found a problem which needs to be solved, and then you have a solution which will solve the problem for your customer. And it's a pretty years overall work is 20 years. Worked in companies like BenQ. I was just telling them that I've sold tons and tons of these BenQ projectors as well in my past. Worked in various regions, spent 4 years of my life in Bombay, spent 4.5 years in Calcutta, spent 2.5 years in Bangalore, and now for last 4 years I'm in Gurugram, what we call it, Gurugram. So my core strengths are I focus a lot on my collaboration between cross functions and my focus on understanding the customer and requirements. So my core strength is collaboration and customer engagement. Also, I keep on assessing my weakness. Tata failed miserably in them. So, what went wrong? Why was Nano a failure? Anyone?
The market segment of people buying cars are mostly from the middle class. So the problem that Nano was trying to solve was that they were trying to introduce a cheap car in the Indian markets. But what went wrong was that since they priced it at around, I guess, between 1 to 2 lakh rupees. But what went wrong was that the Indian customer was not finding it right. Like they thought that the product had some defects or that it was too cheap for them. So that
Perfect
was
answer. That's a perfect answer. Higher startup cell and your institution innovation council. That's like that's a huge initiative from you guys. You guys are doing a great job, I would say. Thank you, Dr. Arsh. Thank you, Dr. Indu. And also my heartiest thanks to Dr. Nisha Bhargava for having me here today. So this is a very interesting topic we have here today. Problem, solution fit and product market fit. Back then? So in my current position in Dell, I take care of the Dell display business in India. So display is the monitor business, the LED, the big screen sizes which you see in front of the PC and outside the PC, right? So I lead that business in India, and we are #1 in India for last 7 years in this category, with close to 35% market share in the country. Globally also we are #1 on displays for last 8 years now. Also I take care of the client peripheral business, which are the attachments, which are the keyboard, mice, your headphones, all the attachment, battery, adapters, everything. Right? In addition to that, currently I have been given this responsibility to manage the retail business for Singapore and Malaysia, right? So somewhere someone has a need, or he has to solve a problem of making lassi on a large scale, which can't be done by the current devices we have, right? So somewhere someone has figured out that there is a device which is available, which is a washing machine, right? And he's trying to make lassi in the washing machine on a large scale. So customer will, try to always reach out and find a solution for their problem. It's just that scale, whether there's one customer in one city, or you have to figure out, or you have a large opportunity of that customer available in that city. Also, if you go to interior towns, smaller towns and cities, you would see a lot of homemade autos, right? When you go to villages, you'll see a lot of homemade autos. You'll see a lot of those radies fitted with motors, right? Those are not manufactured by any MNC, or those are not manufactured by any big automobile company. It is manufactured at a very, very small scale, because someone has a problem and they are finding a solution for that problem, because there is no product available to solve that problem. So just keep this in mind. So I'll come to touch upon this topic little later. So we'll come to what are the fundamentals of a successful business, any successful business. Number one, attitude to succeed. Number two, obsession for customers. Number three is be genuine and think long term. A business can't be done over 6 months or a year. You can't plan for 6-month business. You can't plan for a year business. That never happens. Be thorough, know every single detail of your company, your market, your industry. Today, if you'll ask me that I have a cousin who wants to, then, internet is booming in India. Average per GB cost is pretty less. I was in Singapore last month, and the internet is pretty expensive there. You can't afford the internet. The monthly bill for a basic 2 GB data connection is close to 7,000 rupees. You can't afford internet in so many countries. It's pretty cheap. If you compare India, the cost of using internet to some of the countries, you'll be surprised. So, and we have 750 million smartphone users, which is huge. So these are the few points on the right. If you see, we are number 19 globally, right? Which is we're growing very fast. So probably the estimate is in next 5 years, average unicorns, count stands at 10 per year, right? Which will grow only. From 10 it will go to 15, 15 it will go to 20 per year. So you'll keep on seeing a lot of unicorns coming from India. So there was never a better time to start a business. I was literally, I'm jealous of you guys, because if I would have loved to be in this era, right? So what is a startup? Its broadest sense, it's a new business, like any other business. It's a business. So, but how is it different from any other business? You see a photograph on the bottom. Both of them are saloons, right? Both of them are saloons. So if you want to open a saloon tomorrow, would it be a startup or would it be a business? Sorry? Startup? Why? It's like any other business. There are like few thousand saloons in the country, all over the world, few lakh saloons. So, a very important element for a startup is it needs to have innovation in it. It needs to have something which has never been tried, right? So, a saloon on the right side, which you see, a robotic saloon, where there's no human touch involved. You do hair cutting with artificial intelligence, and which has a scope to be probably expand it to maybe 5,000 saloons in next few years. That's a startup. Right? Because you have both. My son takes half his classes on the PC even today. There's no pandemic, there's no lockdown today. But few classes he takes on PC, which was never there pre-pandemic. So pandemic has changed lives for all of us, right? Small companies have last 3 years. So we'll discuss that. Small companies have become extremely competitive. They're giving tough time to the big MNCs, right? So which makes us believe that they can be equally agile and they are more flexible in experimentation, right? A small company has nothing to lose, right? So they are more flexible in experimentation. We today have technology and aggregators to support our business. Yesterday I was in Mumbai and one of my partners, he said that I have made ChatGPT compulsory for my office. I said, why? He told me that my staff does a lot of grammatical mistakes while replying to emails. I can't afford that. They are communicating with all the MNCs. How can they do so many mistakes while communicating with all the MNCs? So I have to make sure that all the mails are good quality mails, all the replies are good quality replies. So ChatGPT came like 2 months back, right? And today it's being implemented in a small scale office just to reply me. And we can do 100 different things with ChatGPT. So we have technology. So today, if you want to do coding, you want to create codes, you don't need to be a software engineer. You don't need to be a software person. You can create codes through ChatGPT, and there are 100 more tools which are there. And you can simply run that code, and it will be as great as any software engineer will write for you. Raising capital was never so easy. So I just came to know that we do that even in this college. Just imagine, you have Shark Tank, you have venture capitalists available today to support your business. It was never there. Raising money was a haunting. I remember when I was in my college, one of my friends came to me. He said he wants to start a business of textile manufacturing, and I said it's a great idea. He was based out of Ludhiana, and the only bottleneck in the business was he got a great idea. Entire